So I think this is the fifth piece that I'm writing for the Organ Symphony. It began in 2018 with Emergency Shelter Intake Form, kind of deep dive into inequality through the lens of housing issues. And it was kind of like a first date that went really well. And being the sort of ever intrepid freelancer, I called management and asked for a meeting and said, hey, this went really well. I love this orchestra so much. Can we do more together? And one thing led to another. And 5 years later, I'm in my second term as creative chair for the Organ Symphony, which, among other things, has meant writing a piece every season. And now we arrive at the top of the 23-24 season with the world premiere of Judith. Who is Judith? Who is this woman? So back in 2011, I released my second album as a singer-songwriter, a record called Where Are the Arms? And on that album is a quirky tune called Last Dance, which sort of draws a lot on classical compositional techniques. It's a piece that I've always had a fondness for, and it sort of tells the story of this fictional older woman who, in the aftermath of the death of her husband, kind of articulates her desire to have a last dance. And so 12 years later, when I'm facing this question of how to write a piece to open the Organ Symphony season, and knowing that it's going to involve a big Mahler symphony on the second half, a Mahler symphony which crucially draws on songs that Mahler had written when he was a younger man, I decided that the song Last Dance would be a great sort of underpinning for this new piece. She sits across I guess I hope that it will give people a sense of how a contemporary composer draws on his or her materials in such a way that when they then go and hear the Mahler symphony on the second half, they're maybe more immediately able to think of Mahler, the tunesmith, who wrote this beautiful song cycle, Lieder eines fahrenden Gesellen, from which basically the whole symphony is built. So it's really explicitly a manual for the second half of the concert in a way.